Gosh, is it that time already? We're just moving right along here, aren't we? Welcome to the In-Wheel Time Car Show here at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in at the Lupe Tortilla in Katy, Texas, off of the Katy Freeway and the 99 Grand Parkway at the Kingsland exit. I wanted to make sure that I said those things in that order because the last time we were here, which was 2 months ago, somebody took it to somehow twisted it around to think, oh, that's the Lupe Tortilla on Katy. No, it's not on Katy. The Katy Lupe Tortilla is down at Bunker Hill or Echo Lane. The Lupe Tortilla in Katy is in Katy, off of the Katy Freeway.
You're just not going to leave that alone.
I'm not, because I got into a lot of damn trouble.
You did. Absolutely.
Well, thank you for going ahead and underscoring that for me. You know, I knew that you were here for a reason. And
I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah, well, you should have helped me out 2 months ago when all that came about, but you didn't. Where were you then?
I was not getting between you and her. That wasn't happening.
Yeah, you let the whole thing sink.
Yes, sir, I did.
And so while we were in commercial break, Mr. Mars made it clear that he didn't get in his car review.
Oh, yes, you're correct.
So I think that now is the time, the perfect time, as a matter of fact, to talk about Mr. Mars' new car review. It was the 2021 Kia Sorento Hybrid. And
yes.
It's your turn, sir.
And I was really excited to see in this because my wife has a 2015 Kia Sorento EX, and this is the Kia Sorento Hybrid EX. So it's the same trim level as what she's got, but of course it's 6 years newer, and I wanted to see all the new functionality and how much difference there was. And when we parked them side by side in the driveway, it was very easy to see that they were both Sorrentos. They're in the same family, basically the same size. The new one looks a little bit bigger, but I think it's because of the styling points on it. The lines on it are a lot crisper and a lot sharper. And it still comes in 5 trim levels, including the hybrid model. And for 2021, there's a new X-Line class, and it actually gives it an inch taller clearance. But we're going to talk about the hybrid. So up front, again, we had some automatic LED headlights, LED fog lights. We had the heated outside mirrors and the panoramic sunroof. We had a power lift tailgate, power sunroof with a power sunshade on the inside of it. And we had some nice 17-inch alloy wheels on it. And again, but since this is a hybrid and they were trying to get the mileage up and stuff, the tires on it are a little different than what they normally get. It's specially built for that hybrid as well as the wheels. So it's all packaged together to make this hybrid really fuel efficient. Now, on the interior, we had the Syntex seating trim and the heated front seats. We had the second row bucket seats. So we had the captain's chairs in the second row, which I happen to like now that I don't have kids traveling with me all the time, because it's easier to get in and out of, and it's just a lot more comfortable. But we also had a split third row, so we could put a couple of people back there. And again, to me, the second row captain's chairs make it easier to get into that third row as well.
Yeah, but how much leg room is actually in the third row? Kind of more for kids, or is it big enough for?
No, it's really
adult?
It's still more for smaller people. Well, let's put it that way. Probably in my younger days, and smaller days, I could have got back there. But we're also up front. We're going to find that in the center stack, they had this really nice 8-inch touchscreen, and it's setting up a little bit higher. And the one things I thought I liked when I first got into it, because there's a lot of things that, again, I related to my wife's 2015, and I look at it and say, oh, this is a nice touch. This is a nice add. The air conditioning vents, in some of the pictures that I think we've got on the video, you can see them down below the screen. And they're smaller, but there's a whole lot more of them. And it gives you a lot more control over where to put the venting.
Where the air goes.
Yeah, it's not just one big one on each side of the screen. I think there's 4 surrounding the screen, and then they're off into the corners. So that was really nice to have that. And then the driver, we had a nice 4.2-inch screen there that had all the information. We used to call it a gauge package, but now it's all done up there in the electronics. And the other good thing about this vehicle is all 3 rows have USB chargers in them. Not just players, but chargers.
Oh, really? Okay.
So for a family vehicle, and particularly with something that's got all the electronics that's going on in the family nowadays, that's something you really want. Now, the other thing I saw that was interesting, she's got the V6, but this has the 1.6-liter turbo hybrid. Now, there's also a plug-in hybrid, and it's a front-wheel drive, but this is the 1.6-liter turbo hybrid, 227 horsepower, 258 pound-feet of torque, and it's backed by a six-speed automatic transmission. Which, so, you know, you might think you're going to pick up a CVT, but it's not. So it's really cool. Now, the pure EV is only 30 miles, which, you know, like I was explaining to my wife, for her driving style between, you know, going to the school with the grandkids, going to the grocery store, things that she does, 30 miles would be plenty.
On
just electric. Just on electric. But with the gas range, gasoline engine and stuff, this thing's got 655 miles range total.
Wow.
I mean, that is a long ways. Most people aren't going to drive that far in a day.
I was going to say, that's like a diesel pickup truck with a 40-gallon tank.
Yeah, it's monstrous because in the miles per gallon, the EPA says you should be looking for 39 in the city, 35 on the highway, and a combined of 37.
What'd you get?
I got 36. I mean, because I drove it
with
like
your
what it
heavy foot?
is. With like what it is. Because, again, that 30-mile range around town and stuff, a lot of that is the electric motor. So whenever I drove it over here to the show, then I'm on the gasoline motor, and, you know, and it's charging, trying to get the electric motor charged, and it would automatically change, pull into Sugarland, and it drops down into the EV mode.
And how was that transition?
I never felt it.
Really?
It was very smooth moving. I had to watch the gauges because I could watch the gauges because it's an EV or a hybrid. So they got the gauges to show when you're on the electric motor, when you're on the gasoline motor, when it's charging. You could tell by that, but otherwise you couldn't tell the difference.
That's pretty good because that transition in some of them you can kind of notice a little bit more.
Oh, absolutely. And the other thing I thought was great, of course, technology's good, and they made a lot of improvements in 6 years, but compared to 2015, which has only got 60,000 miles on it, she hasn't put that many miles on it, to this 2021, the hybrid, it's a night and day difference in the drive and handling. It really is. Hers, to me, has a little bit of an oversteer feel to it, but this one is just, I mean,
well, that's just the evolution of the brand as well.
It is.
You know, they're trying to advance what they're selling, and if they're not making advancements, there's no reason to buy the new one.
That's true. And again, like I say, you could tell by looking at them they were in the same family, but this was absolutely a newer, improved, much sharper lines, sharper styling on it. But if you're going to look at something that maybe in the same class, you might look at a Toyota RAV4 hybrid, which starts at about $29,600. A Honda CR-V hybrid starts at $30,000. So a Kia Sorento Hybrid base is $33,950. That's just the base vehicle. And then you step up to the EX base, the trim level EX, you're looking at $36,590. Now ours, as tested, was $38,205.
Yeah, but still,
MSRP is tested.
That's under 40 of extremely well equipped
with a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty on it.
That's pretty good.
I thought it was real impressive. I was real impressed with it. I couldn't talk her into it because she just, you know, it's every once in a while, like once a month or something, she might need to go someplace that's 70, 80 miles away, and she was worried about going down there and charging. Well, yeah, you get there, you're going to have to put the charger in it. I was thinking about the EV.
Why
don't you just do the EV? Because you don't go anyplace. Well, I got convinced that that's not my choice. You might want to go someplace one day, by golly.
Put her in the hybrid.
That's right. And I thought it was pretty cool. So it's a very nice driving vehicle, and I liked it.
Am I supposed to say something here? My mouth is full.
I noticed.
We waited till your mouth was full before we looked.
Yeah.
We threw back to you.
You know, there are some people here that have
manners who don't speak with food in their mouth.
Michigan football things on.
I know. I lost him. Where is he at? Oh, he's right here.
Nope.
Are you two together? Do you even know each other? Say no. Just say no. Yeah. You don't know each other.
She will say no.
He'll say yes.
Come here, have a seat,
go blue.
Sir.
So I guess that the bottom line is that these people are out here in T-shirts and shorts.
Yeah. Well, they're
because they're used
to the middle of June
because they're used to this, right? Yeah, I got it. Just nod.
Yeah. So this is Scott Rowe. He's got the 2008, the blue 2008 Shelby Mustang sitting over here, GT500.
Yes.
And then sitting right next to it is a red 2000 and
competition orange. Don't get her all twisted.
Don't get her all twisted.
She'll get all twisted up. It's a 2004.
So you two are together?
Yes, that's my wife.
That's your wife?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And
well, she looks like she's young enough to be your daughter.
Yeah.
Sicko. Of course, they are from Michigan. What do you expect? There is that. So are both of y'all car nuts?
Apparently.
Were you? He is. He just kind of twisted you into this. Yeah. Huh.
Yeah,
I know how that works. I've not experienced it personally.
And he's not married anymore 3 times.
Personally.
Okay, so you grew up. Well, you are from Michigan. Hello.
She's actually from Canada.
Well,
Hey?
Hey?
hey,
Hey,
where? Windsor, Toronto. Have you ever watched the show, the 401, the Heavy Rescue 401?
Yes.
I've seen it
On the
yes.
Weather Channel.
Well,
No.
I'm a cut above. I watch it on Netflix.
Oh,
And I think I've watched every episode that there is. So you know what the 401 is. That drove on it
boy.
every day, she said. Yeah. So I'm a big fan. But, boy, I sure am not a fan of that weather. Yikes. Brutal.
so you guys are Mustang aficionados.
Yes.
Why? Not that there's a reason that you shouldn't be, but what draws you to the Mustang brand?
I don't know. Whenever I was young, my dad had a Mustang when he was younger. I saw pictures of it and stuff. And I just always liked the look of the car.
Pull that microphone
You
a little
know.
closer.
I always liked the look of the car. It was,
It spoke to you.
it did, everything about it from 65 on up.
Guess what? Camaro guys, Dodge guys, Chevy guys, that makes no difference. You're one of those guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
Or girls, as it were. It just so happens to be that. I mean,
Yeah, the brand
and this-
attracts you.
Yeah, and good
But-
for us.
But your dad influenced you,
Absolutely.
and that's we find that quite often is how much the dads have influenced the son or the daughter's choice of cars as well. And earlier we had the guy on with the 30 Ford pickup truck, the gray one over there, and his dad had a serious influence on him and actually
His dad was here.
built the car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So there is that.
Yes.
And
So
then there's
tell-
also the dang cold weather.
So tell us about your GT500.
So I just picked it up recently. I had several Mustangs, throughout the years, and we actually moved up here. We live in Richmond now, and I had sold my toys when we got our house.
Wait, you moved up here from where?
Well,
South Texas?
I'm from Lake Jackson,
Okay.
down around Freeport area.
Yep, I know where it is.
You're not a Michigander.
My dad was born in Michigan. I was actually, he was in the military, so we bumped around. I was actually born in California.
Oh, gosh.
Moved from there, yeah. Moved from there when I was like 4, so I don't claim it.
Good for you.
But we moved here when I was about 8 years old, and so I basically grew up here in Lake Jackson.
And her?
She was born and raised in Canada.
No, but I mean, how did you meet?
We met.
Long ways from Lake Jackson to Toronto.
It is. We met through an online forum through a friend of mine. Yep.
An online
And-
forum.
and you-
Car forum?
A car forum. Yeah.
And you were a car nut, or just have kind of evolved into one?
She
since
was
you
a
guys-
groupie. She was
a
looking.
Mustang groupie.
She was looking for him. He go, ooh, honey, look at you. Aren't you
Yeah.
something? Aren't you all that?
Yeah.
Green card.
Oh my God!
We don't translate the green card from Canada to the Americas. We the other end, But that's a good answer.
So how do you
You
grow?
went to college, didn't you? Yeah, yeah.
How do you grow up in Texas and become a Big Blue fan?
So my dad was born in Michigan.
Okay.
And grew up in Michigan. So I kind of inherited that from him too.
Same way you got to be Boomer Sooner.
Yeah, well, true. Well, no, I didn't grow up in Oklahoma. I also worked for Oldsmobile, so there was a bit of a Spartan thing because we used to get free tickets to go. But yeah, you won't hold it against me. That's okay. I don't think you guys had such a good year this year either.
It's been a while since we've had.
And then they re-signed the coach.
Oh man.
Different sports.
Different show.
Oh.
Well, that's okay. My Alabama just signed on somebody that we are going, oh, God, you got to be kidding. He's now working for you?
No.
Bill O'Brien is who I'm speaking of.
Really? Oh wow.
Ah, it's like,
I think they can plug in anybody in Alabama and they'll be just fine.
Yeah, at least for a year or two.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what about her 2004 Competition Orange Mustang?
So we got that actually earlier
That's
this
not
year.
it there, is it?
No, sir, it's right over here.
It's by the blue Mustang over there.
Okay.
Yeah. So I got the Shelby a few months ago from a dealership in Michigan, as luck would have it. The guy who owned some little podunk 2,000 population town in North Michigan,
no kidding.
little farming town, they had a little Ford dealership there, and the owner of the dealership, it was his personal vehicle, and he was selling it. And they have him and his father have this big Shelby collection. They have a 65, 66, all the way up to 69.
Right.
Oh, wow.
They have a 05 Ford GT Heritage.
Oh, gosh.
They have a 2014 GT 500, and they just ordered the anniversary, not the anniversary, but the commemorative
Yep.
2020 GT350.
So did you personally go up there and drive it back?
I flew up there, sight unseen, bought it, and drove it home. 1,400 miles.
Yeah, the dealer owner, I mean, it's got to be serviced pretty good.
Yes, that made me more comfortable. It only has 20,000 miles on it. They just drove it, on weekends and stuff. And
Tore the hell out of it, but whatever.
Yeah, quarter mile at a time.
Yeah, but he had some people to work on it in the back shop,
Yeah, so I flew up there and drove it home 1,400 miles. Her car it was at a dealership in Ohio. It only has 11,000 miles on it.
Oh,
What
wow.
is it about you guys in those northern cars? I mean,
Well,
rust
they can't drive it with
issues.
the snow on the ground, which
That's
is
it.
only 7 months out of the year.
That's it.
You can't drive a high horsepower car with
Nope.
icy roads. Well, you
Well,
can.
you can. But put those lugs on the back, and away you go.
Do a little ice racing with it, right?
Yeah, we found that car online. They had just posted it up for sale. As it turns out, an older gentleman had bought it.
Careful.
I think I believe it was a retirement gift of himself, and then he moved to Florida, and he passed away, and his family kept it in a climate-controlled garage, and just really never drove it.
You're lucky you to find something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it only had
So
11,000
let me ask you
miles.
something. Do you think that the car actually knows that it's in a climate-controlled area? Does you really think? I mean, today's
Does the car? Probably not. But does the condition of the car, is it affected by it? Absolutely it is.
You think?
Yes.
It is.
Why?
Because, well, in climate control, you're,
up there, it's like it's in a big freezer.
well, yeah, but it's a matter
Part
of
of the
getting
year,
the humidity,
part of the time.
getting the humidity out of the room so that it doesn't sit there and rust. And
Or
in Florida, because there's probably, depending on where in Florida it is, might be a little salt in the air as well.
Yeah.
So you want, and climate controlled is generally means it's kind of air conditioned as well. So when you're air conditioning a room, you're actually extracting the humidity out of the room as
Do
well.
you think that my Corvette sitting underneath the car cover in the driveway knows that?
I think your Corvette does because it's been eaten by the rats at least once.
No, it wasn't the rats. It was the squirrels. It's a
Okay.
bump up.
Okay, the squirrels. Yeah, but
They have a furry
that,
tail.
that's right because all of the squirrel stuff, nesting and
No, they
and-
didn't do that.
and nuts and
no,
stuff.
They,
are on the-
no, it was just strictly a vacuum line that they gnawed on, quite well, as a matter of fact, to the point where the air conditioning all blew out on the windshield.
It was tasty.
Apparently so, but I don't think that the car really knew all of that.
I think the car doesn't know anything because it's an inanimate object. But I think the fact that you can put it in climate control.
Inanimate. Don't call my car an inanimate object.
He's one of those.
Yeah.
I am one of those, just like you're one of those. And
I'm
she's-
one of those.
She became one of those
She did.
because of you.
She did.
Yeah.
She picked up on the car thing. Her stepdad was a big car guy, Chevy guy, and he has
We'll forgive him.
he has a 65 Chevelle,
Okay.
and he still has it now. And I
Is it-
think it's going to go to us. It's going to make its
You-
way to
hoping-
Texas eventually.
hoping anyway,
Yeah.
Yeah. So, is it going to be a separate building that this car is kept in? Because it's not a Ford.
Well, it's going to have to be because I don't have room anymore. These cars have taken up all of our extra room. So, yeah, she said we get it. We'll have a storage building for it. Yeah.
So what that
Storage
means?
building with a lift and a big toolbox, and you can work on them while
No.
you're there too.
I was going to try to break that to her later.
We'll let us know when you're ready to tell her. We'll help you.
Okay.
Yeah, the funny thing about that is the toolbox is as expensive as the lift anymore.
Yeah,
Oh,
particularly if
that's
you
for
get
sure.
one of the 2-story ones where you can go up the steps, so you can get up there to get to the second layer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do it right.
There's no doubt about that. Well, thank you all, both of you, actually, because I thought, wait a minute, she's got the blue. She got the. Do they know each other? Maybe they should meet. You know, we've been known to have a dating service on this show.
That's nice.
Don's needed
Don's
it.
dating.
It's Don's dating service.
Yeah, Don's dating service. And what is he dating?
Don't ask.
The dog.
Yeah,
dog.
Susie.
Susie.
Yeah.
nothing wrong
Susie's
with that.
actually become more a part of the
Okay,
show.
Randy Weldon is dating Danny down there now.
Did he hear
the
you?
passion of his
There he
he's
is,
looking at me. The passion of his life right now is his dog in an insulated jacket.
Has he got the dog in the jacket?
Yes.
Oh, I see. Yes. Way to go, Randy. You know, I
There's a
knew that
third-
there was a connection there. Now I know what it is. It's the weirdness, Randy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, he's
We
shaking his
all
head.
joined that club.
Well, with that we
There's
did.
a third Challenger Hellcat just pulled in.
Really?
Yeah, there's 3 of them here right now.
Well, I'll have the review here in a couple of weeks, and that is the Dodge Challenger Red Eye that I had, 797 horsepower.
Wow.
And I'll tell you what, you know, I've driven a lot of fast cars, and this thing's scary.
Fast cars at Ridgemont High.
Oh my God, dude! You know, I love my job and I love driving new cars. That car's scary. You shut up. I don't have the tickets. Yours, sir. You ever watch Philadelphia Parking Authority? He's that guy that gets not only towed, but he gets booted, and then he's got so many tickets that he can't even get out of jail.
And
once they
then
catch
he
him.
drives a 700 horsepower pickup truck in Pull Me Over Red.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. Well, you just keep bragging about it. It's all coming home to roost. Hey, man. Hey, I could hear the phone call now. Sunday morning. Hey, man. How do you think you could come and pick me up? Yeah. Where are you? I'm at the Harris County Jail. Okay.
When was this?
I've never been in the Harris County Jail.
Not yet. Now over there in Beaumont. Now that may be a whole
Well,
different story.
we're talking Harris County right now. We're not talking about Beaumont, Port
Yeah,
Arthur.
well, I mean, you know, Mike likes to make his mark everywhere, so it's only a matter of time now.
He had
Thank
He
you.
had Barney Fife put
Thank
him
you.
in jail over
That's
there
it.
in Beaumont.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, be sure and look us up sometime.
Thanks for coming out to Tailpipes
Yeah.
and Tacos
And
as
you,
well.
ma'am, you're in serious trouble. No, you already knew that, didn't you? Yeah, I know.
But she came prepared. She has those
Yeah,
ear muffs
earmuffs on.
on. Either that or she's doing her Princess Leia imitation.
That's what it is. Thank you both. We really
Thanks.
appreciate
Thank
talking
you.
to you. Welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Show. If you're just tuning in, we appreciate you being with us today. We're remote, live, out here at the Lupe Tortilla in Katy, Texas, not on the Katy Freeway, in Katy, Texas, for the monthly Tailpipes and Tacos Cruisein. We're going to continue
There
our.
you are.
Pardon me.
was-
And we're going to
I was
continue.
looking for him.
And we're going to continue our broadcast right after this.
Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier cruise in, and you're invited to join in. Whether you're a cruiser or spectator, Tailpipes and Tacos is the place to enjoy made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and mingle with Houston's fun car people. Mark your calendar for Saturday, February 20th for Tailpipes and Tacos at the Lupe Tortilla Mexican Restaurant in Katy, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tailpipes and Tacos is free, and everyone's invited. You'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods all at one location. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at the Lupe Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 in Katy. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Lupe founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, February 20th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Lupe's in Katy. The In-Wheel Time Car Show will be there too. Get your ride ready, and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in, February 20th, 8 to 11 a.m. at Lupe's in Katy, weather permitting. Texas Truck Works is your go-to truck customizer. From mild-to-wild lift kits, custom wheels, and steering and handling enhancements to the best personal and commercial wraps, Texas Truck Works delivers. Let Texas Truck Works founder Scott Stevens help you get the most out of your truck or Jeep. Texas Truck Works has decades of customizing experience, including power adders and complete engine swaps. Let the Texas Truck Works team design an upgrade plan that fits your budget. Get truck attitude today at texastruckworks.com. Is your business or company looking to stand out in a crowded advertising market? Looking to reach the real auto enthusiast? You found it. You're listening or watching in real time, and so are your fellow enthusiasts. The In Real Time Car Show now reaches 500,000, and we can put together a marketing plan that will engage them in your product, business, or service. To get the tires rolling, just shoot us an email to our marketing director, Jeff Zekin. His address is jeff@inrealtime.com.